Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Penn State's offense takes the field. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
And guys, this third and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Makes the grab. It's Harper. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They got it at the 25. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play, because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers, getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Touch pass on the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Direct snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. The throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harper. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Gets away from one. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To throw, it's DeMarco. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Slings it downfield. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys just such an easy place to recruit. When you've got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Now on the move. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's looking for an open man on second down. And that pass intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Neutrals on defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now on second down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, the offense tries to pick up that first by running it on third down. No can do, and that's really been the theme all game long. This defense has just been better at the point of attack, shutting down this run game.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
To the air, it's DeMarco. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now they'll run the draw. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Makes a connection. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Freeman. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll give it to the back. The Trojans will keep this drive going. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's DeMarco getting some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's DeMarco. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, USC.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Quarterback adapted. At the 45 on his way. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Trying play action. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pulls it and the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's now 3rd down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. From the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Ball's incomplete. It's 2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The quarterback takes a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA.